Hi everyone. So today in this video I am going to show you how you can create and connect AWS EC2 instance publicly as well as privately. So as you can see in on my screen, I'm already logged in with my on my AWS console. So let's go to the EC2 instance resource page. So let's go to the instances option, and then as you can see there are no instances currently on my AWS. So I'm going to create a new instance. So I have to click the launch instance option, and then let's say I'm going to give my EC2 instance a name, uh, test VM01, and I'll just for the OS image I'll leave it as it is for the Amazon Linux, and for the instance type I will leave it as it is as well, t2.micro. And then for the key pair I will create a new key pair. This is required to connect my EC2 machine from my local machine using the uh, tools such as putty. So I'll just give a name to my key pair, test VM01, and then create. Then scroll down, and I'll just leave the network setting as it is to create it on the default network settings. And then for the storage I'll leave it as it is as well, and then that's it. So let's just launch the instance. So my EC2 instance is created. Right now it is in pending state, so let's wait for it to be in available state. Okay, so now the instance state is running. So it means the instance is ready to be connected. So I'll just copy the public IP address. So I'll open git bash to connect to the EC2 instance. This is this git bash is installed when I install the git on my local machine. So when you install git from the internet, it will automatically install the git bash as well. So this is easy way to connect to the EC2 Linux EC2 instance. So instead of using putty or any other command prompt to terminal tools, you can use git bash to connect. So let's uh, let's go to the folder from where my private key present. cd okay, let me check. It's yeah, it's okay. Now if I do ls, uh mm, you can see the test VM01 PEM key is available here, so it's present inside my downloads folder. So this is the test VM01 PEM key. So once you have found the key, let's try to connect. So the command is ssh hyphen I, and then the private key name dot pem, and then the username on which the EC2 instance is running. I mean, if you want to find on which username username by default AWS creates on the EC2 instance, so you can find it on the AWS console. You have to click connect, and then click on the EC2 instance connect. You will see username here. So by default, AWS uses the EC2 hyphen user uh, username to use for its default purposes. So let's type EC2 user, and then type address, and then the IP address of the machine, then enter. So it's asking me, are you sure you want to continue connecting? I'll say yes. So you can see I'm connected to the EC2 instance machine publicly using the private key of the instance. So let's say I want to see the uh, process running, right? So you can go to any folder like home and do see which users are created and like that, right? So now let's see how we can connect the EC2 instance privately, right? So if you go to AWS console and click on the SSM session manager, you will see ping status offline, and then session manager connection status is also not connected. So this is the agent which gets installed on the EC2 instance, and from AWS, when you want to connect to the EC2 instance, it basically uses the AWS credentials, I mean your credentials from which you have logged in to connect to the EC2 instance. So basically, to let this feature work, you have to do two things. First is go to your EC2 instance and then select net security. You have to attach the IAM role, and inside the IAM role there is one policy, uh, AWS session manager policy, which you have to attach on the IAM role. So let me show you how you can do that. So on your page of EC2 instance, click actions and then security, then modify IAM role. So we will create a new IAM role for this purpose. So create a new IAM role. Let's leave the name for the role name as it is, and then let's for additional policy, I'll right now just select no additional policy. So you can see by default there are two policies: Amazon SSM manage instance core, and then CloudWatch agent. So we'll remove the CloudWatch agent, and we'll keep the Amazon SSM manage instance core. So this is the policy which I was talking about, which you need uh, on the IAM role to connect to the EC2 instance privately from your browser, right? So let's say you okay. So let's create the policy and the role. Create role. So my IAM role is created, and I have selected the correct role of my machine, and then update IAM role. So it will take you to the instances page. Click the instance ID again, and then go to the security. You can see the now the IAM role is attached, and when you click on it, you will see there is a policy called Amazon SSM managed instance core, right? And then when you click connect, now you will see the same message, because the SSM agent takes time to acquire the credentials and to take the instance up, right? So it might take 2 to 3 minutes or even 10 minutes sometimes, but let's wait. Once the ping status is online, I will come back to this page again. So let's wait for it. So guys, after after more than 10 minutes, I couldn't able to see the online status, so I just signed out and signed in my AWS console. and now I can see the ping status. So if you are not able to see the online status after even 5 to 10 minutes, just sign out your account and sign in again, so you'll be able to see. And if not, still wait for some time, it will come up. So once you will see ping status, the connect option will be available. So click on the connect. The new session will open on the new tab of the browser. So let's wait the session manager to be connected. So let's yeah, so we are connected to the uh, root of the EC2 instance. So let's first switch to the EC2 user, which is the default user on the machine. Okay, the instance ID is this one, and the VM name is test VM01. So basically, AWS connected the EC2 instance privately using the session manager.